My twin sisters left me out of everything because they think they are the special ones, so I left them out of my life, and now they are furious. I'm 19 female, a triplet. My sisters are identical twins, and I was the fraternal twin. Even from the start, my parents kind of separated me from them. My parents gave them matching names while I got a different name. They were dressed the same, and I was dressed differently. They also made sure to take pictures of my sisters without me but never with me in one of them. There are photos of us together and of us individually, but there was always a greater emphasis put on them being identical, and they were treated more like twins than we were like triplets. Then other people would pair them and leave me out. They got referred to as twins a lot, and as a collective we'd be twins, them, with their sister, me. It always made me feel kinda bad. Sometimes people genuinely did not know we were triplets, but others did, but because of how matchy they were and because I was always different, it was brushed over. As we got older, I spoke up more about feeling left out. My parents would tell me I was being silly and I was just as loved and wanted as my sisters. But that was about it. They always dismissed it or laughed it off. My sisters would say it wasn't their fault or it wasn't a big deal. Some of our, but more like their, friends would make fun of the fact I wasn't really a part of the set. I was just there. A few of them even pointed out how my sisters always called me their sister but each other their twin. Back then, I always tried to emphasize the triplet part and stopped when I realized I was on my own and it just made things weird or awkward. The only time my sisters seemed to care about me being left out was when people were actually wanting to see the triplets. Then they'd get upset if I was doing something. But I got so used to being almost ignored that I did step back sometimes. A few months before graduation, I tried to sit my family down and talk about how hurt I was to feel left out and even pushed aside. I say try because I didn't get to finish before being called silly and being asked where it was coming from and being talked over when I tried to explain. My sisters told me I just needed to let it go. That they always included me regardless, so what was the big deal? But them including me often meant ignoring that I was there while dragging me after them. When we graduated, they went to the same college, and I went to a different college. They didn't include me in college talk, so I didn't see a reason to chase after them. In college, I've grown so much and made better friends. Friends who like and want to be around me and don't treat me like the extra who has to be there but isn't really wanted. I went to my grandparents for Christmas instead of my parents and had a nice Christmas with them. And this summer, I'm actually staying with a friend from college, and we're both working. My family only realized a couple of weeks ago that I wasn't coming home, and they reached out to ask me when I'd be home. I told them I wasn't. Then I got asked by my sisters why I didn't call or text, and I asked why they didn't. They said I always did that stuff. I said exactly. I always did it. Never them. Even when we lived together, I'd be the one checking in with them. But I'm done doing that now. All four, sisters and parents, are saying I'm being weird and accusing me of distancing myself from my fellow triplets and how we need to be together to keep that bond strong.